Have you ever reached a point in life where everything felt burned down? Where your plans, your hopes, your strength seemed to collapse all at once? If you've ever felt like you were standing in ashes, then listen closely, because what looks like an ending may actually be the beginning of your rebirth. In a land once filled with color and life, a wildfire swept across the fields with a fury no one had seen before. Flames rose high, devouring everything in their path. Trees turned to dust, flowers disappeared. The earth, once vibrant, became a silent bed of ash. When the fire finally faded, the land looked empty, broken, hopeless. Nothing remained except one small thing hidden beneath the surface. A seed. A phoenix seed. No one knew it was there. No one could see it. Covered in soot and buried in darkness, the seed slept within the scorched soil, untouched but surrounded by destruction. Days passed. Nights passed. The land stayed quiet. The seed felt cold, forgotten, and alone. It wondered why everything around it had disappeared, why everything it once depended on was gone. It didn't understand the purpose of the burning. It didn't know what it was meant to become. But deep inside the seed, a spark still lived, a tiny spark that refused to fade. Then, one morning, the clouds gathered and released the first gentle rain the land had seen since the fire. The drops touched the ground softly at first, then with more confidence, soaking the hardened soil. The water reached the hidden seed, and something awakened inside it. A warmth, a stirring, a quiet voice whispering, "Rise." At first, nothing happened, but with each day, the soil softened. The seed absorbed more light, more warmth, more hope, and slowly, almost invisibly, it pushed a small sprout upward. It was fragile, thin, barely noticeable, but it was alive. The land that had once been burned was now the birthplace of something new, something rare, something powerful. As days turned into weeks, the sprout grew faster than any plant before it. Its leaves spread wide, glowing with vibrant color. Its roots dug deep, fueled by the very ashes that once represented loss. And one night, under the light of a rising moon, the sprout transformed. Its leaves burst into radiant energy. A shimmering flame surrounded it, not a destructive fire, but a fire of renewal. From the sprout emerged a magnificent phoenix flower, glowing with colors too beautiful to describe. The land that once burned became the home of something extraordinary. The phoenix seed didn't grow despite the fire. It grew because of it. The destruction gave it the nutrients it needed. The darkness gave it time to gather strength. The emptiness gave it space to rise. And that's when the truth became clear. Sometimes life burns away what you've outgrown. Sometimes the ground around you must be cleared before you can become who you were meant to be. And sometimes the version of you that rises afterward is more powerful and more radiant than anything that existed before. This story isn't really about a seed. It's about you. You may feel like you've lost everything. You may feel surrounded by silence or uncertainty. But just because you're buried doesn't mean you're finished. Just because things look dark doesn't mean nothing is happening. And just because life has burned something away doesn't mean it was meant to stay. Inside you there is a phoenix seed, a part of you that survives the fire, a part of you that grows from ashes, a part of you that rises, not the same as before, but stronger, wiser, and more radiant. Your story isn't over. It's only beginning. Moral of the story: sometimes destruction clears the path for transformation. The darkest moments often awaken your greatest strength. You are not defined by what you've lost, but by what you rise into. Renewal is possible, even from ashes. Thank you for listening to this story. If it inspired you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs hope today. More powerful stories of strength and renewal are coming soon. Remember, even in the ashes, your phoenix is waiting to rise.